everyone. I'm Judy with Mellow Yoga, and I'm so glad that we are all gathering to practice together. Now more than ever, our yoga practice, our meditation practice is so important. It's so important that we find that beautiful inner peace, that calm, and then move into the day from that place. And we're just coming together to share love and light. We're in this together, and we'll get through this together. So I'd like to give back and just share a beautiful, gentle yoga practice. We'll be doing breath work, focusing on our beautiful prana, and just some nice, gentle yoga. So I encourage you to go at your own pace. Do what feels right to you. If something doesn't feel right, we just sit it out or take a child's pose. So let's get started. Let's all find our way to a seated position. And I really just want you to become very comfortable, whatever feels right to you. You can sit in easy pose, half lotus, full lotus, whatever works for you, but let's be comfortable. If you did bring a blanket with you this morning, you can slip that right under your hips, just giving a little elevation. We'll just let our palms rest slightly on our knees. And I want us to just find a beautiful long spine. Feel the spine straightening up. And then just let your chin drop just a bit and close the eyes. And just begin to take some nice, slow, deep breaths. In and out. And as you breathe in, just notice any sensations that come up. How does it feel? And on the exhale, we also observe and pay attention. When we inhale, you may notice that the air is cool. And when we exhale, we notice that the air is warm. And just by placing our focus on breath, it brings us here into this moment. And we can leave the outside world behind. So again, just deepen the breath. Beautiful, long, deep inhales. And then mirror that on the exhale. Feel the shoulders drop and relax. Feel all the muscles around the eyes let go. Our jaw softens. With every breath, just feel relaxation moving through the body. To introduce our yogic breathing, our three-part breath. So keep the eyes gently closed and just bring a palm to the heart center and a palm to the belly. And again, you can let that chin fall just a little bit. Go ahead and empty the lungs. And together, take a big, deep breath in through the nose. Feel your belly rise. Feel the lungs fill with breath, our chest lifts and we hold. And open the mouth and let it go. And again, take a deep, long inhale through the nose, feeling the belly rise, feeling the breath fill the lungs and lift the chest. We hold. And open the mouth and just continue that breath at your own pace. And with every deep exhale, just let the body relax. you'd like, you can set your intention for this practice. Honor yourself, giving yourself gratitude for doing something really important for you. Or call to mind someone you love, someone you may miss, and honor your practice to them, sending them all of your love and your light. And let's go ahead and gently open the eyes, resting our palms on the knees once again. And just take a few minutes to settle in. If you need to make any adjustments in your seat, please do that. Together we're going to begin with a few sun breaths just to warm up our bodies. So we bring our arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Inhale, prayer hands overhead. Look up, rise up. Exhaling the palms back to the earth. We flip the palms. Inhaling, prayer hands overhead. Rise up, look up. Exhaling, hands back down. Turning the palms to the sky. Inhaling, connecting the prayer hands. Rise up, look up. And exhaling the arms back down. And just go ahead and bring the prayer hands to the heart center. And take a breath. And once again, return the palms to the knees. We'll just stretch our neck just a bit here. Again, I want you to find that beautiful long posture. The crown of the head grows to the sky, our sit bones ground to the earth. We're long and straight. And I want us to just bring the chin to chest. Go ahead and bring the palms to the back of the head. And you can use them to just give a very soft, gentle push. Relax the jaw. And just take a few deep breaths here. We bring the palms to the forehead and rise up. Returning our palms to the knees. Bring the right arm alongside the right ear, reaching the fingertips high. We reach inside of the left ear, drop the shoulders, and we bend to the right. Walking your fingers out on the left side. Be sure your body is straight here, and the little bend is just coming from the neck. Inhaling and exhaling. And then bring the palms back to the knees. And we lift the left arm alongside the left ear, reaching. Reach inside the right ear, dropping our shoulders. We bend to the left. Walking the fingers out on the right. And then come back to center. Let's all just take a nice, beautiful forward fold. Just let the body fall, let the head hang. Just let it all go here. And then roll up one vertebrae at a time. And let's go ahead and just move into a series of seated cat and cow. Again, if you need to adjust your sit bones, your legs, go ahead. Again, find that beautiful long spine. Our hands rest on our knees. And we're just going to inhale as we reach the heart center forward, scooping out the low back, rounding the sit bones. And then we round the back, chin to chest, pulling into the knees. Inhaling as we come forward. Exhaling as we round back. And just continue this at your own pace. Feeling that heart center lift. And feeling that beautiful rounding of the back, scooping out the belly. And let's come back to center. I want us to go ahead and reach the hands overhead. I want you to feel yourself growing through the waist, growing long and tall. Clasp the hands, flip the palms, and reach to the sky, bringing the biceps in close to the ears. And our chin is parallel to the earth. Just take a nice long body stretch here. Checking that the jaw is relaxed and we're breathing. Let's now lower the right hand to our mat. Walk the fingers out and bring that left arm overhead. Our gaze is under the left arm. Make sure that the heart center is lifted. Make sure you're not falling forward. Feel the length and stretch in the left arm, and our sit bones are grounded. And walk the fingers in. Coming back to center, we reach, feel energy coming out the fingertips. And let's take that to the left, walking the fingers out and bringing the right arm overhead. Gazing under the right arm, lifting the heart center, and grounding our sit bones. And breathe. We walk the fingers in, once again coming to center, again reaching, growing the body long. We're going to revolve to the right. So we twist to the right, left hand catches right knee, right hand behind the back. And again, our spine is long and tall. Gaze over the right arm. Together, let's take a nice, deep, beautiful inhale. And on that exhale, twist just a little deeper. Just stay here and breathe through the stretch. And let's come back to center. Once again, reaching, stretching the body, and revolve to the left. Again, making sure that our spine is long and straight. Taking a nice deep inhale. And use that exhale to twist just a little more. And breathe through this beautiful release in the low back. And then we untwist from that. Once again, just take a big forward fold. Just let your body round out. Feel that back releasing. Our head hangs heavy. And roll up one vertebrae at a time. And let's just unwind from that. Go ahead and round the ankles a little bit. And let's all find our way to table. So in our table position, let's talk a little bit about alignment and posture. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Gaze between the knees, make sure we can't see our feet. Our neck and spine are in one straight line, and our gaze is between our thumbs. Our core is engaged. Let's go ahead and move through a series of cat and cow in our table position. Inhaling, we lift the tail, drop the belly, lift the heart center. Exhaling round the spine, chin to chest, pushing into the hands. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. And just go ahead and continue that at your own pace. Let's come back to our neutral spine. We're going to do a little balancing work here. So again, find that beautiful posture in your table position. Really engage the core. Bring that right arm out in front of you, the thumb facing up, and our left leg behind us with a flexed foot. And I want you to find your stability and your balance here. Our hips are square to the mat, and everything is engaged. And take a nice, deep, long breath. And let's go ahead and connect knee and elbow under chest. Once. Returning to our balance. Again, engaging the core for stability. And again, connecting elbow and knee twice. Returning to our balance. And connect a third time. And then return to balance, and let's take 2 deep breaths here. And then return back down to table, and we'll take this to the other side. Engage the core, the left arm comes in front, right leg behind, gaze is down. And again, find that balance. And together, let's connect elbow and knee once, returning to balance, engaging all the muscles, holding the core, and connecting twice. And a third time. And then just hold that balance, take a few breaths here. Come back down to your table. Let's all take a child's pose. Connecting the toes, bringing the knees wide. Surrendering your chest to the mat, to your forehead. Walk those fingers out in front of you. Making a beautiful stretch under the arms. Let's go ahead and walk our hands to our knees. Let's find our way to stand. We're going to move into our sun salutation series. So come to the top of your mat. Really ground yourself. You can squeeze the mat with your toes, engage the core, tuck the tail, arms alongside the body, palms facing forward, and our chin is parallel to the earth. I want you to feel the crown of your head growing to the sky, and our fingertips are reaching for the earth. And we stand strong, we stand proud in our mountain pose. Let's now take a big breath in, bringing our hands to prayer overhead. Rise up, look up. And together find our forward fold. Just letting our head hang heavy. If you would like, you can bend those knees nice and deep, whatever works for you. But just let the head hang, let gravity pull it down. And try to bring the chest toward the thighs. And breathe. Together, let's find our way to half fold. Fingertips above the shins. I want you to feel your sit bones reaching behind you here. Weight is in the heels. And then bring those arms out behind you and let energy flow out of the fingertips as we engage the arms and our gazes down. And take a few breaths here. Let's return to our forward fold. Let that head hang heavy. Let's take an elbow in each hand and just gently sway side to side. And bring the hands back toward the mat. And let's all find our way into our plank position. Now in our plank position, we can take full plank or modified to the knees is absolutely beautiful. If you're taking full plank, hands under shoulders, our heels reach to the back of the room, our core is engaged, and our sit bones aren't poking up, they're down in alignment with the back. Together, let's take a nice deep inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bring those elbows in toward the body a little bit, and we lower down slowly as one unit. And let's find our way to our Sphinx pose. Forearms in front of us, elbows under shoulders, our feet are flat. And just take some nice deep inhales and exhales. I want us to grip the mat with our fingertips and almost feel like our hands are pulling the heart center forward. And breathe. Let's now bring the hands under the shoulders, curl the toes under, and we find our way into our down dog. Our body should be a perfect upside down V. I want you to feel your thighs reaching to the back of the mat while the sit bones lift. Our head hangs heavy between the arms. And we go ahead and pedal the feet, walk the dog. Feeling the chest reaching for the thighs. Let's all come high on our toes and then settle your heels toward the mat. And again, feel those thighs pushing to the back of the room. Sit bones lifting. And let's walk our feet to our hands. Let your head hang heavy for just a breath. And then we roll up one vertebrae at a time in our ragdoll. Let's just take a nice deep inhale, bring those prayer hands overhead. Rise up, look up. Bring the prayer hands to the heart center. Our gaze is at the fingertips. And we stand in Samasthiti. Okay. We're going to move into our warrior series. So if you'd like, take a drink. Just shake it out a little bit. When you're ready, meet me in high lunge on the left side. Now, in our high lunge, I want the knee over the ankle. Our back leg is straight, our foot is at a 45. Really bending into that front leg. We place our hands on our hips and we turn the hips to face the short end of our mat. This is where we want hips during our warrior one. If you feel any strain on that right knee, just move your foot over just a bit. Engaging the core. Let's take a nice deep in-breath. Connecting prayer hands. We rise up, we look up. And again, bending into that front leg. We're going to move to Warrior Two, so our hips will now go along the long side of our mat. So our hips face the long side of the mat. We bend into the front leg. Make sure that your arms are level. And breathe. And feel the energy coming out of our fingers. We flip the palm to the sky and we reverse our warrior. If that front quad is burning, just straighten the leg. Returning to Warrior Two. Again, checking that the hips are level with the front of the mat. Together, let's straighten the front leg, parallel the feet, and take a nice forward fold. Let your head hang heavy here. Bring the hands under the chest, pushing into the left hand. We raise the right arm to the sky, gazing up at the ceiling. Returning the hands under chest, pushing into the right. We lift the left to the sky. Looking at the ceiling, feeling that beautiful twist. Bring your hands back under chest, toe heel your feet a little closer together, hands to the hips, and we roll up one vertebrae at a time. We turn our right foot to face the short end of the mat. And we bend into the right foot. Our back leg is long and our foot is at a 45. Once again, really bending into that front leg, knee over ankle. Our hands come to our hips and we turn our hips to face the front of the mat. Again, if we feel any strain on this knee or leg, just step it out. Together we take a nice deep inhale, prayer hands overhead, rise up, look up, and breathe. And we move to our Warrior Two. Once again, the hips find the long end of the mat. Make sure the arms are level. We're bending into that front knee. And gazing over the front hand, feeling energy coming out. Engaging the core. We turn the palm to the sky and we reverse the warrior. Again, if that front leg is burning, just straighten the leg. And then return to your Warrior Two. And then we straighten the front leg. Once again, find that wide leg stance and take a forward fold. Let's go ahead and touch each ankle with each hand. Let the head hang heavy. We shake our head yes. We shake our head no. And take a few breaths here. Bring the hands under the chest on the mat, toe heel our feet together, and roll up one vertebrae at a time. And shake it out. And again, take a drink if you'd like. We're going to move into our cool down, and after cool down will be Shavasana. So let's all find our way onto our backs. Let's just take a nice body stretch here. Hands overhead, palms facing up, toes pointed. And just stretch your body long, pulling in opposite directions. And let's bring those knees to our chest. Give them a great big hug. And just rock side to side. Come back to center and let's cross the ankles. The arms come to a T. Let's just begin to lower the knees to the left as we gaze over the right arm. And use your breath to bring the knees down. It can be a very slow process, breathing through it. Be mindful that the shoulder blades are planted on the mat. And just let your body go here and relax. Bring the knees back to center, cross the ankles in the opposite direction, and we lower to the right. Our gaze over the left arm. And again, use nice, deep, slow breaths in and out to lower the knees down. Bring the knees back to center. Go ahead and lower both soles of the feet to the mat. Our knees are bent. Let's cross the right ankle over the left knee. And we reach behind the left thigh as we thread the needle. Let's all lift our heads and set them back down, stretching out the neck. Take a nice deep inhale. And on the exhale, pull the thigh in just a little more, dropping the shoulders. And just stay here and breathe through the stretch. Bring the left sole of the foot to our mat. And we'll bring the left ankle across the right knee. Go ahead and reach behind the right thigh. Let's all lift our heads, set them down. Dropping the shoulders, we pull the thigh in just a little bit. Together, let's take a nice, big, long, deep inhale. And on that exhale, pull the thigh in just a little more, dropping your shoulders. And just stay here and breathe through that. Lower the right sole of the foot to the mat and bring your left leg next to the right. Knees are bent in front of us, and we're going to move into a very restorative pose called legs up a wall. So we bring one knee at a time into chest and one leg at a time to the sky with flexed feet. Arms can rest alongside the body or rest on your belly. And again, following your breath, always being aware of the prana, the life force. Let's bring the knees into the chest and the soles of the feet back to the mat. And go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together as the knees fall open, finding butterfly legs. And then find those beautiful goddess arms. And we'll just rest in our reclined goddess. Bring your knees together to touch, and then walk your feet out to the edges of your mat, keeping the knees connected, and our arms can come down and the hands can rest on the belly. This will be our last pose before we move to our Shavasana. If you have a blanket nearby when we move to Shavasana, cover up, get nice and cozy. Let's go ahead and walk our legs out long in front of us, finding our way into our relaxation pose for Shavasana. Again, cover up with your blanket if you have one. Let's all just surrender our bodies to the ground below us, letting the ground support us. Soften the forehead. Soften the tiny muscles around the eyes. Let the jaw go. Let your shoulders drop and relax. And let your whole body let go. If any distracting thoughts come into your mind, we always acknowledge them. But then just imagine placing them in a puffy cloud and just let them go. Let's begin to bring awareness back into the body. Once again, begin to notice the breath. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. take some big stretches like you're waking in the morning. And when you're ready, let's roll to our right side, bringing the knees up toward the chest and resting your head on your bicep. And we'll just stay here for 4 long, beautiful breaths. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, let's find our way to a seated position. And together we'll take our final breath of practice. Close the eyes, arms come out to your sides, palms facing up. Inhale, prayer hands overhead. Exhale, prayer hands to the heart center. Let's be very, very full of love and light at this time. And then send that love and light out into the world. Let us acknowledge kindness, compassion, and sharing peace. And may you go into your day with a peaceful heart and a kind spirit. Namaste. And I thank you all for practicing together today. It's so important that we come together in these ways that we haven't before. I miss my students, and I look forward to getting back together, all of us, and all of you joining. So have a great day.